Yo, 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 what it do? It's your boy MG with 800 Entertainment. You're now tuned in to the Mike City Podcast. Special edition, Mike City Crew Talk. I'm on my main man, DJ Dinero, yo 800. Y'all say what's up. Over here, we doing big things, man. Coming off of a strong weekend. What's going on, fam?
Definitely want to shout out all the fathers. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to my father, of course.
We salute y'all, man. Happy Father's Day to myself and all the good fathers out there. It was a great weekend, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was an amazing weekend.
Yeah.
I was able to definitely touch base with most of my family members that's fathers. It's important to be, involved in your kid's life, and we just try to do the most that we can to obviously be there for the youth.
Hell yeah.
To be that positive influence in their life, because it's definitely necessary and needed right now. I'm not blessed to be a father yet, but I do have a nephew, so I am in his life as much as I can be, and I'm just grateful to have that type of influence as much as I can give. I'll try. You know what I'm saying? When he's around, I try to be there as much as I can.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. Man, I am a father of 4. I got 3 beautiful boys and a beautiful daughter. I'm in their lives on a daily basis. Through the ups and downs, trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? I love all of my kids and I will die for them. I set the best examples I possibly can. With that being said, I commend everybody that tries to be active in their kids' lives, whether it be the mother, the father, the uncle, the grandmother, the grandfather, the auntie, anybody. You know what I'm saying? The children are the future, and making sure we set the best examples for them is what a stand-up man would do. I try to do that myself, and I hope you guys try to do the same.
Well, definitely, man. I definitely commend you for that as well, man. It's definitely inspiring. You feel me?
I appreciate it. Now, also, was a lot going on. A lot of Father Day festivals, a lot of events that was kicking off. You know what I mean? So shout out to all of the fathers once again. An unfortunate stance. I really don't like talking negativity, but it was very unfortunate on Father's Day. I saw Kimora Lee Simmons and her daughter dropping these media bombs on Russell Simmons. Now, I'm not choosing anybody's side or saying anybody was right or they were wrong, but in that case, private business should be contained in the private household, whether you dislike the person or not. Don't drag them out in public to try to assassinate their character or ruin their businesses. But it's very unfortunate what the child is going through. I don't wish that upon nobody. Let's keep private matters inside closed doors. And you know what I'm saying? Let's celebrate each other instead of trying to tear each other down. With that being said, man, I don't know who's right or wrong, but I wish them both the best, both sides of the parties, sending out healing energy and positive vibes, man. Sending out positive vibes.
Definitely. And keeping that energy, you know what I mean? Shout out to Kanye West.
Hell yeah, shout out Yeezy.
Yeah, his daughter just filmed his latest video. I think it's called Off the Grid. So
What?
shout out to Kanye West.
His daughter filmed a video for him?
Yeah, that's pretty dope, right?
Yeah, it's very dope.
That's inspiring as well, keep it in the family, keep that creative gene, assisted as much as you possibly can. Keep your kids tapped into that creative energy. You never know what it could spark.
Never know what it's going to spark, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great quality time. Right. And also, he's giving her a skill or a trade that maybe she might be a director one day. I mean, actually, she already is. He gave her the credit. So shout out to Kanye and his daughter,
definitely,
North.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Big business, man.
Big moves, big moves. Speaking on that, there was a lot of films that debuted this weekend.
Well,
I think it was like...
a couple movies came out for Father's Day weekend. Was the Spider-Man and Flash, a few other movies, man. But I actually went to go see Flash with my kids. And, on Father's Day, I spent quality time with them. We went out to eat. We stuffed our faces. We had dessert. And then we went to the movies. And we enjoyed each other's company. You know what I mean? Which was a really good time. Quality time. I tried to make sure I spend quality time. Mm-hmm. And I recommend everybody else does as well. Don't just bust your ass and hang out by yourself. Spend some quality time. The Flash movie was pretty good to me. They brought back Michael Keaton, the original Batman.
Oh, that's dope.
Dope as shit. They had Ben Affleck in the beginning of the movie. It was pretty cool, man. With that being said, me and my kids enjoyed it. It was pretty cool, man. And we had a really great time seeing it. I don't know how great it did in the movie theaters, but as far as the action
I'm actually looking it up right now. You know, Spider-Man, the opening weekend, they made $390 million so far, and Flash made $55 million opening weekend. So shout out to those directors.
So Spider-Man killed him. Flash didn't do so well, but it was a great movie.
Definitely.
Anyway, it was both great movies. If you want something to do with your kid, make sure you pull up, send them to quality time. It was definitely really cool to spend time with your kids, man. So what else is good, my guy?
Definitely. While we speaking on the film, you know, shout out to French Montana. His docu-film for Khadijah actually made it to the Tribeca Film Festival.
Hell yeah! Round of applause to French Montana.
That's a big move. Just in case y'all don't know, who's not really up in the film industry, we could just put you on. That's like in comparison to an artist getting their first plaque, you know, which is, you think, yeah, that's pretty much a good comparison, right?
Very good comparison. It's like an artist being celebrated at one of the highest awards amongst their peers.
Right.
It gets to be watched amongst everybody in the industry that attends, and it's something that once it's talked about, once it goes there.
Yeah, speak on it. It's on the independent scale.
Yes.
So I think French was involved. Who else was involved?
They said Diddy and Drake both produced it together.
Lit.
Yeah, it's called For Khadijah. It's the story about French Montana leaving Africa. He's from Morocco. For those that you don't know, Morocco is in Africa. He was he moved from Africa to the Bronx. And the young man started hustling, man. He started cocaine DVDs back in the days. For you young kids don't know what DVDs are, we used to pass them around, a little disc, watch movies on them. I know, it's crazy, right? The man had cocaine DVDs back in the days. He used to be around battle rap. And he overcame adversity, man. He got shot in the head. Came to, lost his mans, and kept grinding. You know what I'm saying? A few of his friends are locked up doing long-ass bids. But the nigga just kept hustling. And he linked up with Diddy. Now he's on the top, man. Buying houses from Selena Gomez and traveling the world, bruh.
Shout out to French.
Yeah, shout out French Montana, man. That nigga's doing major things, right? That's fucking amazing. And I think his song went diamond. I think so. The song, you know, well, I'm gonna pull it up while I'm over here talking to you, right? I think that song with Sway Lee went diamond.
Oh, that's lit. That was a lit video as well. You feel me? I think they took it back to the motherland for that one.
Yeah.
Shout out French and Swilly for that one. We about to get the exact title for you and info, but that's a major accomplishment if it really went diamond.
Yeah, he's the first NYC rapper to go diamond off of a single.
Yo, shout out to French.
His song, and he's the most streamed African-born artist ever, right? Also, with that being said, the song that went diamond is Unforgettable, featuring Sway Lee. So, congratulations to French. And French Montana's 2017 hit, Unforgettable, featuring Sway Lee, has achieved the rare diamond certification from RIAA, marking equivalent sales of over 10 million units. Round of applause, man. Big fucking business, dog. We salute you. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot to go diamond, and I'm just proud of you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is going diamond. First NYC rapper to go diamond off of a single, and the most streamed African-born artist ever.
That's lit.
Congratulations,
that's inspiring. And he's doing his thing in film. Shout
Yes.
out to French.
Yes. And since we're talking about diamond, the first black artist to ever go diamond was Michael Jackson. His album, A 1984 Thriller, just 2 years after it was released, became 20 times platinum, make on October 30th, 1984, being the first African American artist to go diamond. So shout out Michael Jackson, shout out French Montana, shout out Diddy and Drake, man. That shit's huge, man. Huge. What else is going on, fam?
We got YMW's case. You know, maybe go to
Sheesh. You want to talk about the case?
you can like inform us on that.
Well, that shit's like a circus over there. I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit's like a circus. They got way too much going on in the courthouse. They got way too much going on. They got way too many cameras. They got way too much prosecution slipping, the defense, all that shit's going on. It looks like they were trying to make it a mistrial. Are you aware of that? They were trying to make it a mistrial, something about tampering with one of the witnesses from the prosecution side, almost locking her up and putting her on house arrest. Wicked. I don't know why they need to go that hard to try to do something like that.
That's what I mean. Like, that sounds a little too serious.
Way too serious.
Too much for TV, right?
Yeah, they're trying to like stick the fork in this kid when he don't even have no gun. They don't got no gunpowder on him. They don't got none of that shit. So with that being said, you know, it's just crazy all around the board, guys. I can't even make no shit up. You know what I mean? He's facing the death penalty. So the situation is a little serious, if you want to ask me. And something about the case, the judge was able to lower, out of all 12 jurors, they only need 8 votes out of the 12 to make the death penalty stick. I ain't never heard of nobody doing nothing like that, and I don't know why. But my prayers go out to this nigga, to his family, and everybody, the victims, all that shit. You know, it is what it is. I heard his mother is about to testify. And for those of you that don't know, YNW Melly is on trial for double homicide. He's states to have killed both of his friends, staged the murder. They're saying on the defense that it was a drive-by between him and his friend. Was in the car. 4 of them was in the car leaving the studio. There was a drive-by that took place. So much crazy information has been led into the case. We're just gonna have to see how everything unfolds. But once again, our prayers go out to this nigga and his family, man. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that case, you know, since we're talking about cases, that shit's a circus. And also, the YSL case looks like a fucking circus. I ain't even gonna lie to you. There's too much going on. It's too televised. They're targeting rappers. Rappers are snitching on themselves.
Yo, shout out to Thugger, matter of fact, man. Hold your head hold your head in there, man.
No cap. Free Slime, man. Free Jeffrey, man. You know what I'm saying? He was feeding a lot of people. His team was strong. A lot of them folded when they needed to be strong. Free Thug. You know what I'm saying? Prayers go out to both them boys. YNW and Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Since we're talking about Young Thug real quick and just tap in. He dropped an album recently. Behind closed doors. Was it say business is business? Yeah, so, you know, let's see how that shit plays out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see how it goes. But once again, free Young Thug, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Free Young Thug. Keep that shit rolling, my G. You know what I mean?
Let's definitely tap into some sports for a little bit.
Hold on, before you get to the sports, you know what I'm saying? I want to tap into something real quick. You know, cases that are already closed. Casanova 2 times. Brooklyn rapper was sentenced to 15 years in prison. But right before he was sentenced to 15 years in prison, he had denounced his flag with the Blackstone Gorilla family, whatever the name of the gang was. But as he denounced his flag, the nigga got sliced in prison and then caught 15 years. My message with that being said, kids, if you can't do the time, don't go out there trying to do the crime. A lot of shit is going on. They're giving these niggas long ass years. He got lucky by getting 15 years. I ain't gonna tell you how much he was cooperating to get those 15 years, but just let me tell you, he got lucky. they had a couple of bodies in Miami and some more shit that was involved with that. You know what I'm saying? Neither here nor there. But if you a young nigga or an old nigga and you out here trying to do what you do, I'm not knocking no gangs nowhere else. But you can be strong by yourself. And you can have homies. You don't got to be out here. And if you are in a gang, you don't got to be advertising that shit. They're giving Ricos out left and right. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, he got 15 years. Prayers go out to him and his family. You know, keep your head up 2 times. And, you know, we'll be here when you get home, man. You know, we're just sending a message out trying to get the interview, you know what I'm saying, through the jail phone. We're trying to get the interview. You know what I'm saying? We'll tap in, man. Mike City, you know what it is.
This is Dinero, 800 from 800 Entertainment. This is the services that we provide for you. If you're an artist, definitely holler at us, tap in with us. We offer promotion online and in the streets, graphics, printing, studio, beats. I'm definitely a producer. Tap in with me. You know, tap into my Instagram as well. But definitely plug it in with you as well. Tap into our videos, photography, business management, consulting, artist development, and interviews. Definitely tap in with our network on YouTube, Mike City Network. We have crew talks, short videos, definitely a lot of artist development footage as well. Definitely tap in with us. Peace. John Moran officially gets suspended 25 games.
Damn.
You know, just to speak on that, you know, all
25 games?
Yeah, 25 games.
How you feel about it?
I mean,
Is
honestly,
that fair?
I feel like it's just, you know. I'm still kind of like 50-50 on it, you know. I still feel like Ja, knowing the type of publicity he has, the type of stardom that he has to be a little bit more, you know, concerned about his actions and making more positive decisions and just being more aware of what he does. You know what I mean?
So he got suspended 25 games?
Yeah.
How many games do they play for the whole year? Do you know?
83.
83 games? So that's a little more than 25%.
Yeah, man.
Damn, my dog's losing them fucking M's, dog.
He's not even getting paid for them games.
Damn, my dog losing them M's, dog.
Yeah, for real. But, you know, not to sound contradicting either, but how do you feel like, you know, having that type of stardom and then having a lack of privacy due to like social media? You feel me? How do you feel about that?
I feel like him being big of a star that he is, he has a lot of eyes on him.
Mm-hmm.
You have the laws of the land, and then you have the laws of the NBA.
Right.
You're allowed to own guns. He didn't break any law, so he didn't do anything wrong. But being a superstar on that magnitude, you setting the right example is what should be done.
Right.
Not saying he broke any laws, he shouldn't be reprimanded that crazy. But the reason why he's being reprimanded like that is because he had went through a situation once before. So first time, shame on me. Second time, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I guess they're hitting him with the 25-game suspension. But he didn't break any laws. He didn't do anything wrong. If you're asking me, you're my homeboy. If I'm the bag, I'm on the meal ticket, and you know we're not supposed to be like that, don't fucking record me while I'm out doing what it do. On God, don't do that. Don't record me, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people are looking at me, they're watching me. I got endorsements, I got business deals, and the image that I have has to be clean cut and cookie because we got them M's in the air. We got them M's on the dotted line. We don't need that bullshit that's going to mess us up and take advantage of us. But I don't want to harp on it too long.
Right.
He didn't break the law. He is a superstar and a role model. He should set better examples. But at the end of the day, he didn't break the law, but he did disrespect the NBA by doing it 2 times in a row. So with that being said, I think 25 games is fair. Let's get past that, do some community service, set better examples for the community, and then let's move on. Let's learn from our mistakes, dog. Let's move on, bruh.
Right.
All right? Just like he needs to move on. Let's move on. What else in the sports world, Brad? What's up?
We got Bradley Beal, getting traded to the Suns.
Mm.
We could also talk about Chris Paul no longer being a member of the Suns, being traded to the Warriors now.
You got traded for Chris Paul?
He ain't exactly get traded for Chris Paul, but
yeah.
Chris Paul.
That was in the trade.
Right.
But Chris Paul ended up where?
In the Warriors.
Damn, man. Let's give a fucking round of applause. Chris Paul playing with Steph Curry and the Splash Brothers. Whoa.
Also, big news. I think Westbrook is now a Celtic.
Nah.
Along with Porzingis.
Okay.
And they got rid of Marcus Smart. He is now playing with John Morant in Memphis.
Damn.
So
Marcus Smart with John Morant?
Yeah.
Wow.
We got some crazy trades early in the offseason.
That's crazy. So the West is extra stacked.
Yeah.
Isn't the Grizzlies considered the West?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, damn, the West got the good basketball, man.
Definitely.
But before we get off of that basketball and shit, shout out to Miami Heat. They getting all the way to the finals. When they were the fucking 8th seed, they were showing out. They were doing their thing. Jimmy Buckets, that's my motherfucking dog, man. Shout out to you, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know you a Knicks fan. I know we clipped your wings. You know what I'm saying? But, shout out to Heat. I want to keep it real. We represented the East very well. We didn't sweep the Bucks, but we knocked them out. We did what we had to do. We did our thing, man. I'm proud of them. But the champions are the champions, which is Colorado for the first time ever. You know what I mean? So, shout out to them. Shout out to Jokic. Shout out to Murray. You know what I'm saying? Murray had some really great games. Shout out to that man, boy. A lot of NBA trades, they moving the pieces around to try to keep up with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, congratulations to you guys. What else in the NBA, man, or sports world you want to talk about?
Let's keep our prayers for Deion Sanders and his family. They talking about he may need to get his foot amputated.
Damn.
And that's just a wake up call to us to just live a bit more healthier. Try to eat a little bit more healthier, exercise more, be a little bit more active.
Yeah.
Let's not try to, go the complacent route. Even though it's easier to just, order the food on Uber Eats. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go out and actually go grocery shopping physically, get that walking on, and just try to do better. Just try to be a little bit more physically active.
Definitely got to be a little bit physically active. Praise go out to Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
I heard he had an emergency surgery for a blood clot in his groin. And his foot might be amputated, like you said. So, our prayers go out to Deion Sanders and his family and everything that he's doing for the football community, the college community, the black community. He's looked real good out there. So, we appreciate everything that you're doing. We appreciate how you're coming and how you've been coming. Keep doing what you're doing. We wish you a speedy recovery, my G.
Definitely.
Speedy recovery.
Also, in the sports world, shout out to Michael Jordan. He sells majority of his stock of the Charlotte Hornets for $3 billion.
Yeah.
Also shout out to
the buying party.
Yeah, definitely, the Charlotte native as well. Well, yeah. Fayetteville native of North Carolina, J. Cole, being a part of the buying group.
Part of the buy-in.
Yeah, that's definitely big.
Yeah.
Inspiring as well.
I'm not trying to sit on Jordan's parade, but it looks like some of his old gambling might have came into play, his gambling problems, and is what's forcing him to have to sell some of the Hornets. Not 100% true how it is. I wish it's not the case. But nonetheless, get that shit together, man. You're a boss of bosses. You're a motherfucking legend. You know what I'm saying? Get it together, man. They're saying something about him being in the stock market and in the crash of a gamble. It's forcing him to sell his stake in the Hornets to two billionaires from out of Chicago. We'd have to do a little bit more investigating to give you more in-depth insight into that story. I hope a lot of what I'm touching base on isn't true. But once again, shout out J. Cole, shout out Jordan making $3 billion. Shout out LaMelo Ball and everybody that's on the Hornets. Let's keep that ball rolling, man. Let's keep, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
What else in the sports world, my G? That's it?
Oh, that's actually it.
All All right. Well, it's the off season for a lot of sports. Preseason's coming up. The NBA draft just happened. The 7'4" boy got drafted to the Spurs. They made history once again. So with that being said, the NBA draft is looking real good. Let's see how everything pans out, man. Let's step along into the music world, dog. What's going on over there?
They're saying that, thinking how long it's been. I want to give the exact information, but I think it's been 6 months so far.
Into the year?
Into the year. So there's been no number one hip hop album. First time in history.
I actually heard that. No number one hip hop album.
That is crazy. So I don't know what type of wake up call this needs to be on the creative chart. Let's try to step it up. I don't want to say the same sound is maybe oversaturated and everybody trying to sound alike because it's the it thing that's to sound like, but
it is oversaturated with the bullshit. What's going on is everybody does sound alike.
Yeah.
When we were younger, when we were jits, you can identify who was who by the sound that they had.
Exactly.
Texas, Cali, up north from Chicago and them boys, from New York, Atlanta, DC with the go-go music, Tennessee with the fast-paced bop, Atlanta. You can definitely differentiate the styles of music. Now I'm saying nowadays, everybody's sounding the same, which is crazy. There's no originality. I need everybody to try to do something more original.
Right.
Stay true to yourself. Use your lingo from your side of town. Don't try to sound like Atlanta, dog. Don't try to be like the Migos and Drake and 21. Be yourself. It'll take you a long way, bro. Trust me, it'll take you a long way. I tell you one song right now that might go number one or is number one is the Dirt featuring J. Cole, All My Life.
That is a dope song. That is a summer anthem already.
Yeah, any car that's driving by,
everything.
Jamming that monkey, man. Shout out to Dirt. Shout out to J. Cole. It's a great song. It's on billboards. It's number one on the billboards. It's the number one song on the billboard. But we don't have a number one album like my man was saying. There's no number one album on billboards this whole year. But Dirk's and J. Cole's All My Life launches at number one on the Hot 100, Hot R&B and Hip Hop Sound charts on Billboard. It's being streamed everywhere. It's one of the highest songs of the summer. You know what I'm saying? What I'd like to tell all the artists is we deal with a lot of artists with our shows. Quality over quantity.
Definitely.
Make quality music. Take your time. Write your music. Quality over quantity. Don't make no fly-by-night shit. We don't need that. There's enough of that going on right now within this industry and within this world. What we need is quality music, conscious music, trying to motivate and uplift our people. There's enough drills, there's enough gangsters, there's enough none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, check us out, man. It's your boy MG, rocking with DJ Dinero 800. It's the Mike City Crew Talk. We rocking with you from Mike City to your city, baby. Make sure you put your feet down, set your goals high, and move like a grown-ass person. Mike City, let's go.